This is now episode 2 of Saving Saabs with Lucas we're doing here. Make sure to follow him on Instagram. Believe it or not, his Instagram is Saving Saabs. I'll put it on the screen right here to see all these wonderful Saabs. But that is his daily, I guess you could say, his 99 hatch. He has this parts car that he just picked up recently that has a big hole in the motor that we recently discovered. So if you guys want to see a video kind of going over this car specifically, let me know in the comments. Then we have this is a 2003 convertible with a vegan body kit that he got that hadn't run in about 3 years. In the first episode, if you haven't seen that, click up here and watch it. But in the first video, we pretty much tried to figure out why it wasn't starting. But basically what we need to do today is marry the new gauge cluster to the car. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and pull the bumper off of this car, both bumpers and the side skirts, because the plan eventually is for him to put them on his hatch and get the hatch painted in a different color. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And then we're going to take, because they're the same color, we're gonna take the bumpers and the side skirts off of the parts car and put it onto here. So let's go ahead, enjoy this footage of us trying to figure out how to marry a gauge cluster and eventually getting this thing running. Last episode, we put the new gauge, or we were trying to get it to start. We realized that the reason why it wouldn't start is because we put this new gauge cluster in and didn't marry it. But right now we've got the new gauge cluster in. We're marrying it with the Tech 2, and it is rolling up the miles on the car. Because the old gauge cluster had about 107,000, this needs to have about 125,000. So we set it right at 125,000. So we just need to wait. The glare on the screen is so bad right now, but there you go. It's going up pretty fast.
Several song-filled hours later.
Last 100 miles. Hey, it stopped. Cool, we did it right.
There you go, Jeff.
Stay on, no, that's what it did last time.
Oh, really?
It runs with the old one. I mean, you can see this is the old one because it's missing the cover and the odometer's not working. That's why we're replacing it. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Started the car with the old gauge cluster, and then while it was running, unplugged the old gauge cluster, plugged the new one in, and it's running. Somehow it didn't shut itself off. He's going through all the gears right now. It's got to check engine light, obviously.
Turn it off and put it back on.
Yeah, we're gonna try turning it off, putting it back on. I don't think. Dude! Oh no! We programmed twice, and now we're reading all the DTCs because it said to clear the P1460 code, which is the immobilizer code.
There you go.
You're kidding! All right, nice job.
So that means the cluster programming and the twice, right?
So yeah, so what we did here is we programmed the cluster, and then we just went back and programmed it twice. But that's the new cluster in, and she's running. So now back to what's actually supposed to happen in this video.
Drop the
Oh yeah. All right, it's been a while, been lots of time lapses, but the cars are very much taken apart. We got the back bumper off of each one, the door off of each one because we had to remove the door to get to a couple bolts on the fender. And the doors are just a couple bolts themselves. Fender, front bumper, and same exact thing on this car. So we've got quite a pile of parts. And the main reason why he's swapping a lot of this is because the paint on this car over here, the door had a dent, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so door had a dent, and then the paint on this fender
It's just terrible.
all messed up. I mean, our dirty hands are all over it too, but the clear coat's completely ruined, whereas on this fender, it's perfect. And then he plans on removing the pin striping on the whole car, so it'll match perfectly. But we got the fenders here, got headlights, grille. Here's the paint on the door that's all messed up. And then you can see the difference between the Vigan rear bumper. It's like how much more aggressive that is compared to the base model rear bumper right there. And the base model front bumper compared to the Vigan front bumper just looks so much more aggressive and better. It's gonna look really good on that when he gets around to it. You wanna put it all back together?
Yeah, let's get after it.
It's been a long afternoon. One last thing, side skirts will get swapped too, but that's gonna be done later off camera. So that way these side skirts can go on his hatch down there, because apparently they're the same for all OG93s. They're the same length, unlike with the NG where they're different lengths and it's a convertible. Just need to readjust that slightly. So the 03 is all back together. It's running with the new gauge cluster, new bumpers on, front and rear, new fender and door are on, and the paint matches pretty well. The car's a little bit in the shadow now, so it's hard to tell, but it matches pretty well. Could be much worse. So we're just putting a couple parts back on this car so it doesn't look so silly. If you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more content in this series, leave a thumbs up. Make sure to follow Lucas on Instagram, and I'll see you all next time.